Department of Computer Engineering and Information Technology. Class 3rd, Semester 5th. Subject Software Testing. Subject code 22518. Myself Miss Anita Shirturi. Chapter number 3, Test Management. This chapter is given for 14 marks. Learning outcome of this video: to understand basic concept of test management, to prepare test plan for the test management. Test management most commonly refer to the activity of managing the computer software testing process. It is the practice of the organizing and controlling the process and artifacts required for the testing efforts. The general goal of the test management is to allow teams to plan, develop, execute, and assess all testing activities within the overall software development efforts. In this chapter, we will look the focus at some of the project management aspects of a testing. The Project Management Institute defines a project as a temporary endeavor to create a unique product or service. Testing is integrated into the effort of creating a given product or service. Each phase and each type of testing has different characteristics, and what is tested in each version could be different. Testing has to be planned, executed, tracked, and periodically reported on. Successful test management ensures visibility, traceability, and control. Test planning is the most important activity in testing life cycle. Generally, the testing activities start from the following definitions. The first is test policy. It is generally defined at an organizational level or the product level for product company depending upon the risks associated with it. Type of product, type of final users, etc. In case of project, test policy is driven by the customer or user for a given project. Test policy gives rules for testing. For example, we always review the design document. Next is test strategy. It is defined for individual project or product family. As the case may be, test strategy defines the expectations of users and risks associated with usage of such software. Test strategy is the overall high level of approach. For example, system testing is carried out by an independent team, reporting to the program's quality manager. Test strategy is an organizational level team which describes how to perform testings on all the projects in that organization. Next is the test plan. It is defined for individual project or product at different stages. Fourth is test scenario definition are defined for individual. Next is test planning. Plan is a strategic document which describes how to perform a task in an effective, efficient, and optimized way. Before we study test planning, we must know test plan. A test plan describes how testing would be accomplished. A test plan encourages the attitude of quality before design and coding. A test plan is a document describing the scope, approach, objectives, resources, and schedule of a software testing effort. A test plan identifies the items to be tested, items not be tested, who will do the testing, the test approach followed, what will be the pass or fail criteria, training needs for team the testing. The goal of test planning is to take into account the important issues of testing strategy, resource utilization, responsibilities, risks, and priorities. Test planning issues are reflected in the overall software project planning. The test planning activity marks the transition from one level of a software development to other, estimates the number of test cases and their duration, defines the test completion criteria, identifies area of risks and allocation resources. Also, identifications of methodologies, techniques, and tools is a part of test planning, which is dependent on the type of software to be tested. The test budget, the risk assessment, the skill levels of available staff, and the time available. The output of the test planning is the test plan document. Test plans are developed for each level of testing. A carefully developed test plan facilitates effective test execution, proper analysis of errors, and preparations of error report. To develop a test plan, a number of steps are followed as listed below. First step, set objective of a test plan. Before developing a test plan, it is necessary to understand its purpose. But before determining the objectives of a test plan, it is necessary to determine the objectives or goals of the software. This is because the objective goals of a test plans are highly dependent on that of a software. For example, if the objective of the software is to accomplish all user requirements, then a test plan is generated to meet this objective. The second plan is develop a test matrix. A test matrix indicates the components of the software that are to be tested. It also specifies the test required to check these components. Test matrix is also used as a test proof to show that a test exists for all components of the software that require testing. In addition, the test matrix is used to indicate the testing method which is used to test the entire software. Third step is develop test administrative components. A test plan must be prepared within a fixed time so that software testing can begin as soon as possible. The purpose of administrative components, a test plan is to specify the time schedule and resources. Administrative peoples involves which development the test plan required to execute the test plan. However, if the implementation plan that describes how the processes in software are carried out of the software changes, then the test plan also changes. In this case, the schedule to execute the test plan also gets the affected. Then fourth step is write the test plan. The components of a test plan, such as its objective, test matrix, and administrative components are documented. All these documents are then collected together. Then a complete test plan. These documents are organized either in an informal or formal manner. Text planning, the most important activity to ensure that there is initially a list of tasks and milestones in an next is test planning activities. To determine the scope and the risks that need not to be tested and that are not be tested. Number second activity is documenting the test strategy. Number third, making sure that the testing activities have been included. Number four, deciding entry and exit criteria. Number five, evaluating the test estimate. Number six, planning when and how to test and deciding how the test results will be evaluated and defining test exit criteria. Number 7. The test artifacts delivered as a part of test execution. 8 activities defining the management. Next is test plan. A test plan can be defined as a document that describes the scope, approach, schedule, resource, etc. of intended software testing activities. Test plan is a strategic document which contains some information that describes how to perform testing on an application in an effective, efficient and optimized way. Test plans are not static documents but evolve. During the development process, test plan change because of delays at other stages in the development process. If part of a system is incomplete, the system as a whole cannot be tested. You then have to revise the test plan to redeploy the tester to some other activity and bring them back when the software is once again available. Like other planning activities, test planning is also incremental. The structure of a test plan. There are 8 structures involved in the test plan. The test plans obviously vary depending on the project and the organization involved in the testing sections that would typically be included in a large system design. The first is testing process. A description of the major phase of the system testing process. This may be broken down into the testing of individual subsystems, the testings of external systems, interfaces, etc. Number second, the requirements traceability. Users are most interested in the system meeting its requirements and testing should be planned so that all requirements are individually tested. Number third, tested items. The products of the software process that are to be tested should be specified. Number 4. Testing schedule. An overall testing schedules and resource allocation. The schedule should be linked to the more general project development schedule. Number 5. The test recording procedures. It is not enough simply to run tests. The results of the test must be systematically recorded. It must be possible to audit the testing process to check that it has been carried out correctly. Number 6. Hardware and software requirements. The next is the IEEE test plan format has the following fields. These 12 fields are involved in the IEEE test plan. The first is test plan identifier, unique identifying references. Second is references. The references of a test plan list all documents that support this test plan, refer to the actual version or release number of the document as stored in the configuration management system. Do not duplicate the text from other documents, as this will reduce the viability of this document and increase the maintenance effort. Documents that can be referenced include: the first is project plan, second is the requirement specification, a high level design document, detailed design document, development and test process standard, methodology, guidelines and examples. And last is the corporate standards and guidelines. Next is the introduction. A brief introduction is about the project and to the document. The fourth is the test items. A test items, it is a software items that it is the application under test. Next is the software risks issue. Software project risks and assumptions. Number 6, features to be tested. A feature that needs to be tested on the test bed. Number 7, features not to be tested. Identify the features and the reasons for not including as a part of a testing. 8th plan is the approach. It shows the details about the overall approach to testing. The 9th is the item pass or fail criteria. Documented whether a software items has pass or fail its. Some questions regarding this topic. Question number 1. The dash describes any guidance or corrective actions taken as a result of information and metrics they gathered and reported. Options: A, test control, B, test monitoring, C, test reporting, and D, configurations management. Question number 2. Dash is concerned with the summarizing information about the testings and where. Options: A, test control. Option B, test monitoring. Option C, test reporting. Option D is the configuration management. Question number 3. The purpose of dash is to provide the feedback and visibility. Answer of these questions. Question 1. Answer: option A, test control. Question number 2. Option C, test reporting. Question number 3. Thank you.